Excellent work. Thank you so much, Matt. And you know one website that is definitely using Aspired Press? altcontrol.org. Yeah. Thank you, thank you. All right, so moving on, trying to move on. Still trying. You know. All right, moving on to our last bit of this evening. Another panel that is going to be moderated by Francesca. Participating will be Joost. I think you know him. Say. We would also have loved to have Sarah with us, but we know she couldn't make it, for in the last minute. So an applause to Sarah as well. And the stage is yours, friends, to discuss the future of WordPress and perhaps also answer the burning question, is pineapple good on pizza?
Let's start with the real important stuff. Pineapple is good on pizza. I don't know. It's just good. I'm fine with that. So thank you everyone for the warm welcome. I haven't done public speaking in a while, so I'm extremely nervous. But it feels good because there's a lot of familiar faces here and a lot of good people. And there's a tiny detour from the schedule, if you don't mind. I can invite you here, folks, friends. Well, not everyone yet, our TC for now. So you probably weren't expecting to see some of these people on stage. I know. I was not expecting to see them on stage. But we have something really important to share before we move on to our last session of the day. I have to put on my glasses. So last year at WordCamp US, the WordPress community changed permanently. In the event that followed, we saw the problems that came from having a single point of failure, especially one without governance. Across the ecosystem, people began asking, what could we do instead? So different groups started forming, each exploring ways to better protect and grow the ecosystem. Not everyone could do this work publicly. There were risks for reputations and livelihood. Some were blocked and then unblocked, or attacked for even raising questions. But that didn't stop the conversation. It might have actually fueled it a little bit more. So before we dive in with this guests tonight, we'd like to invite everyone who could make it here to Basel and worked on our project, and it's ready to be public about it. Please come up on stage if you're comfortable with it. So, and stand with us, because this work really belongs to all of us. So please join us. Thank you. Can I swear? Fuck me, this is really exciting. Sorry. So yeah, let's move on with the serious business.
Hello? Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, absolutely. Hi, everybody. First of all, again, Sarah couldn't join us tonight. Hello, Sarah. But we'd like to make sure that the entire Aspire press is also recognized in all of this. So throughout the last 3 months of the year, something powerful was happening. Certainly. You got me? All right, cool. Throughout the last 3 months of the year, something powerful was happening. Small groups were forming everywhere. Aspire Press was founded. Then, in early December, the repository published an anonymous letter from over 20 core contributors. And in working with my corporate clients, I suddenly faced a critical reality. We had to fortify the supply chain and fix this dangerous single point of failure. Joost and I didn't wait. We immediately started conversations around a concept for decentralized infrastructure from multiple trusted sources. But we knew we needed more voices, more perspectives. So we shared our thinking publicly, proposing 2 key ideas. First, fix the supply chain. Second, ensure transparent alignment between businesses and technical leadership. What happened next was electric. Those quiet groups started talking to each other, and those conversations continued, and they turned into action across time zones, across company boundaries, across roles. We found we were not alone. The coalition began, and...
Hi. As a contributor for the past 20 years, I was very surprised to find out I'd been blocked from contributing without explanation. That was what led me to sign the contributor letter, with all of us hoping to build a bridge and talk about the problems openly. The response that we got for that letter made it clear, though. We needed more than just conversation. We needed to start building. Across all of the groups, we had a huge variety of talent and ideas about what to tackle, as well as existing projects that we could leverage. We started by clearly identifying the technical and product challenges that existed. Not only did we have a single point of failure, we had a system which was designed to centralize everything into one place. We knew that we had to create both an alternative to that central system today, as well as build something more future-proof and more decentralized.
So we started with a phased plan. First, a drop-in replacement for WordPress.org's APIs, either replacing them entirely with an alternative server or reworking the functionality entirely. For the immediate alternative, we started with Aspire Press. Pulling in a copy of the existing plugin and theme repositories, giving us an amazing starting point. We then identified and replaced every other centralized API that WordPress uses, including Gravatar, browser, and server version checks, events, news feeds, and even emoji assets. In the process, we didn't just replace these one-to-one, we improved them. A good example of this is the Browse Happy functionality. This checks if your browser is up to date. The check for this in WordPress today is using browser versions that are 8 years old. Even worse, it sends them off to WordPress.org, which collects this analytics data, meaning that this functionality only exists right now for tracking. We replaced this with a check built into our plugin, running only on your site without sending data elsewhere, and powered by Browsers List, the industry standard.
For the second phase, we decided to rethink plugin and theme updates entirely. While we often think of WordPress as being a centralized system dependent on .org, in reality, it's already partially decentralized with premium plugins and tools like Andy Fragen's Git Updater. What if we could build a system that recognized this and actually built for it? It was important that we didn't start from scratch, but rather looked at existing solutions. We took inspiration from existing package managers like Composer and Linux package managers. We also looked at existing decentralized systems like Blue Sky's app protocol. Security and privacy are both at the heart of the system that we designed, woven into the protocol itself. Code signing provides authenticity and trust, while also providing a way to mirror packages. And with the Cyber Resilience Act on the horizon, Our system helps developers include security contact information and properly identify security updates. Crucially, we also designed the system to incorporate the commercial ecosystem from the start, providing users with the ability to search and find premium plugins and themes within their admin right alongside the free options. In doing this, we created a brand new system which will provide security, data portability, independence, and decentralization while providing users with the same simple process for installing new plugins and themes as they have today.
We call it Federated and Independent Repositories, or FAIR for short, and we're making it available today for everyone. FAIR allows anyone to host their own packages wherever they want, giving them full control over how it's managed. The use of decentralized identifiers, a W3C standard, allows moving your packages to a new repository in the future. So you could start on a hosted repository and then move it to your own hosting later. An aggregation system acts as a search engine for this distributed web of repositories, allowing users to easily find and install new packages no matter where those packages are. Anyone can build their own aggregator, providing the possibility for curated directories to better guide users, or for lockdown repositories that meet strict enterprise requirements. Moderation services for additional checks can be built on top, providing a brand new environment for services, including moderating bad actors and closing plugins and themes. Users can select multiple moderation service layers on top, which opens up the possibility for commercial offerings such as security stands. Commercial packages can be listed, along with instructions on how to get access and direct integration for premium keys or required logins. This is cool. For the first time, users can discover any solution to the problem when they search, including free and paid options, while having the same security guarantees that were previously only available to packages hosted on .org. And FAIR is designed to scale. With cryptographic signatures built into the heart of the system, hosts can securely mirror packages to reduce bandwidth and serve their users more efficiently, lowering operational costs without compromising user trust.
Today, we're publishing the first version of our self-installable plugin for everyone to use. We're also publishing a WordPress distro that bundles the plugin with WordPress in a single zip, allowing users and hosts to easily swap FAIR into their existing pipelines. We're also publishing the code to run your own repository for developers already using Git Updater. But let's be clear, this is just the beginning. Our protocol, thank you. Our protocol specification represents a start, but we want to work together with broader feedback from the community to shape our direction forward. We also have a proof of concept implementation for installing FAIR packages with a roadmap for the discovery, moderation, and analytics components to fully empower the system, and we welcome contributions from everyone to help drive these forward. This project isn't just a technical fix. It's about restoring independence, empowering innovation, and rebuilding trust. We've baked that into every part of the system. If you share that vision, now's the time to join in. Test the system, contribute code, and be vocal in the community. Our GitHub repositories are now public and open for everyone to use.
We built this for you. We built it for the community and the entire ecosystem. We believe that if you want to go far, you got to go together. Yeah. And throughout this effort, we've worked as a team of over 50 direct contributors to design and build this project with input from hundreds of others across the ecosystem. We want to specifically thank the Aspire Press team for their work and for joining us, Blue Sky for their feedback and work to help us use their decentralized infrastructure, Fastly for supporting us with the CDN, and for partners who have helped us test and provide feedback. We also want to thank our new home for the project, who we've worked with extensively to launch this, the Linux Foundation. Yeah, that's the way my heart feels too. The Linux Foundation hosts the FAIR project under a neutral charter with shared ownership and transparent governance. This includes a technical steering committee with 3 elected co-chairs, myself, Ryan, and Mika Epstein, who couldn't be here today.
So, FAIR needed more than code and developers. It needed a structure that will last and be bigger than any one of us. We also need a financial structure that relies on not one company, but a larger group of companies. That's why we turned to the Linux Foundation, not to just host our repository, but as support from people who've done this successfully for literally decades. They helped us come up with a sustainable governance model. So, as Carrie just announced, FAIR is a project underneath the Linux Foundation, just like OpenJS, CNCF, and so many others. FAIR will be governed by an openly elected TSC and a technical advisory committee made up of funding partners. This creates a clear alignment between businesses and technical leadership. We've backed trust and accountability into the project's foundation. We'll soon make more announcements on how your companies can be part of that. So yes, we're launching code, but we're also launching a movement, one that prioritizes accountability, inclusion, and long-term sustainability. And today we ask you to help. If you're a contributor, contribute. Companies like Automatic, WP Engine, and everyone else we haven't talked to yet, join us. This is for all of us, and that includes all of you. Thank you.
Thank you. You're staying here on stage with me, buddy.
So I have done a lot of speaking, but I was bloody nervous for that too. I get you.
Of course, of course. We'll all wear. So we want to thank you, everyone who contributed, whether publicly or privately. If you're here today and you worked on FAIR, thank you for being part of this. And we have a website. You can learn more at fair.pm. So it's FAIR.pm. So we're ready to build together. And I really hope many of us will join the movement. Thank you.